What's that?
What's going on? Is that serious for a tail light?
I'm coming to pull you over.
For a tail light.
Okay, do you want to get cited today? Because you're already off on a bad path.
You're already mad.
ID.
I don't have one with me. I have to go in the house and get it.
You got your ID?
Yeah.
Okay.
That don't make no sense.
Is that why you pulled us over?
Yes, you know it is.
Yes, that's why I turned around on you. And you.
Yeah, I just bought this
45.
tape.
I believe it's going to be the Meacham Trailer Park here. By the way, that doesn't fix it. So.
Okay, well, it still works.
What's your name?
Doesn't fix it? What do you
does
mean?
not. You have to get red tape. Does not fix it.
It still works.
Does that make sense? It does not work. I'm telling you. It
I
doesn't
haven't
work.
got. We haven't got.
What's your name?
How long?
What's your name?
Wait a minute. First of all, what's the matter?
He has an attitude.
What do you mean stop?
What do you mean stop? Go over there. You're going right over there. Yes, you do have to say something to me. No, you're staying right here.
Why do I have to stay?
Because I'm telling you to.
You don't have to talk to me like that.
I am telling you, stay right here.
I ain't gonna say nothing. Don't even say nothing else.
And I'm not saying.
What's your name?
Because he doing.
What's your name?
He's doing too
No,
much.
I watched you get out of the driver's seat. You were driving. What's your name?
Too much.
You do not ID me. If you do not ID yourself, you're going to jail. Does that make sense?
Ooh, let me shut
If
up.
you do not ID
Alicia
yourself.
Bowie is my name.
Okay, go ahead and turn around for me.
Wait a minute. She's pregnant. She's
Please
pregnant.
don't touch me.
Don't touch me. She's pregnant. Alicia. Oh, no. She's pregnant now.
Give me another one. Give me another one.
No, she's pregnant. Please. Please.
You're fixing to get tased. You better get off.
Mama, you not doing nothing.
Oh, my God. You don't have to do all that.
Let's put up a picture of what this coward cop did to a woman that was never to be arrested. Louisville, Kentucky. That's where this happened. A lawsuit has now been filed in federal court after this woman was pushed to the ground, handcuffed in her own driveway. While 6 months pregnant. She was noticeably pregnant. Her name, Alicia Bowie, was later treated for a major gash on her forehead. The incident occurred earlier this year in February. Let me give you more background. The body-worn camera footage shows the pregnant woman and her mother begging the officer who decided to attack her to stop because she was with a child. Vanessa Jenkins tried to pull off the deputy and wrapped her arms around her daughter, whom the deputy had threatened to tase. Both women were charged with assault of the lawman. Let me be very clear here. This is such a horrible position for a mother to be in. This mother, who does not have the physical strength, probably does not have the endurance, decided to act in a way that was instinctive to the protection of her daughter and the grandchild. This cop put this mother and her daughter in this situation. No de-escalation. They're trained on de-escalation. Once again, policy eaten up by culture. It doesn't matter what the policy says. Look at what the culture did. Court documents show the McCracken County deputy, John Hayden, took the woman straight to jail. Took them straight to jail instead of a hospital, even though the young lady was bleeding from her forehead and complained of pain. The pregnant black woman, only 24 years of age, was later transported for medical care only after a jail nurse took one look at her and demanded that she be taken to an emergency room. Hayden claims in his arrest report that the two women were, and I quote, verbally aggressive. Whoa, where's that in the statutory code as illegal? Black women being aggressive? My goodness, you must arrest them. Why? Because you wear that badge, sir, not in the space of honor, but you wear the badge as the first people did. Who were the first ones to wear that badge? Slave patrol. Slave patrol. That's the spirit you wear that badge in. And you got upset because black women had the audacity to tell you the truth about yourself. There's more. Complaining about being approached at home. over a minor traffic violation. Hayden claims he arrested the pregnant woman because she refused to identify herself and he had to grab her wrist to gain control. That's a lie. You heard her clearly say what her name was, did you not? The police report has a lie. Will he be arrested for that lie? It is a crime. He can be arrested for a felony statute. There's more. The complaint accuses Hayden of assault, excessive force, and failing to render aid to the bleeding pregnant woman. It names the county and its sheriff also. It lists other incidents of excessive force by that same exact department. You have a systemic issue here. Both women have pleaded not guilty. They have been released on bond. They are scheduled to go to trial for the criminal case in the month of November. We're gonna give you updates to that. The lawsuit is seeking monetary damages that will be determined by a jury and attorney's fees. The pregnant woman has a scar on her head from the incident. That scar will go nowhere. Thankfully, her baby is healthy according to the reports. Put up the face now of this ridiculous insanity, okay? Ryan Norman is the sheriff. The sheriff decided not to punish Deputy Hayden because according to the sheriff, the response to resistance that Deputy Hayden was forced to use was investigated and there was no policies or procedures that were found to be violated. The lawsuit also alleges that Hayden's behavior is encouraged because the county sheriff's office, through its customs, policies, and proper training and total lack of accountability, not only endorses such behavior, but actually encourages it. And I agree with the council on this. This is an issue that rose directly from the top, and it starts with that man right there, the sheriff. All right? We're gonna continue to follow this story. Unfortunately, the women now have to go to trial because of an out of control cop in their own yard on their own property for a minor traffic offense. My dear sister, what are your thoughts here?
This is sickening. I need everyone to understand that the police have a monopoly on violence and abuse of power that no amount of training, budget increases, or reforms can fix. They are allowed to enact brutality without any real accountability to the victims or the communities they are supposed to serve. And I also want to note that we have seen no outcry from these so-called pro-lifers when police assault pregnant women that could risk the life of the child. And that's where we see, pro-life and the intersectionality of the blue thin line and how those things cannot go together. And so I need people to really wake up and understand that police are not here to protect people, and especially not Black people.
And let me remind everyone, because you hit on a great point, dear sister. Where's the pro-life crowd at? Where are the conservatives who believe that the child is a child inside of the womb rather than at birth? Where are the pro-life advocacy groups or the political conservative movement? Where are they at in this case? Nowhere to be heard. They are backing the police in this situation, all right? That fetus could have been harmed terribly.